not remember. At least not in books. Why I asked the table. In let to what are the places yes available? At least now write properly. Hmm? So let to constant to no need to discuss any differences, sir, because we have only one point that is Let supports the modification and constant is not supports the, sorry, let not supported the modification, constant supports the modification. Only modification except the point to both are same to same. Then where will get the problem, sir? And the problem comes in where? Reason, if you observe the table, let to value, there is no difference. That is why I asked the table. In let to, what are the places yes available? Where also we have same places. But what are the things where supporting? The same things let also supporting. That day we discussed already. And I highlighted the point also. We can observe this one. There is no difference between the where and let. But we have differences in background, not in the foreground. A background differences what we have, that is I'm going to saying now. Hmm? But you all are hands up. Hmm? When you let to where constant topic completed, at least that you remember, huh? God gift, amma. It was like HTML not completed and a dialogue is comes on. I expected that one. So now see the comparison between these two. Major, we have two differences between these two. One, supporting features, hoisting and redeclarations. Hoisting and redeclarations means where supports variable redefinition, where supports variable redefinition, and let not supports redefinition. The first major difference between these two. Where supports the redefinition, let not supports the redefinition. Online students, is it okay? Audio and video? Okay. Next one. Where supports variable hoisting, where supports variable hoisting, and let, whereas let not supports that one. Where supports variable hoisting, let not supports the hoisting. Hoisting, not hosting. Hoisting. Next one. Where preferable areas I'm suggesting. It's not compulsory to follow, just I'm giving the suggestion only. Actually, you can use where in any place and you can use let also any place. No objections. Either local or global or block level or whatever it may be. But we have some suggestions as per the good coding. So where, which places it is suggestible to use, sir? One is global declarations as well as the external declarations. The global as well as external. In these two places, we can prefer the where, sir, because where main scope is the global. All over the program we can access. But what is this extend, sir? Extend means we can access from other programs also. And recently, at one time, we designed the external JavaScript last week. Two functions we developed in another program and called from the HTML. Two functions. Like that, we can define some variables also in that program and link up to your HTML program and access from anywhere. That is called external variables, global variables. Global means, sir, global means for your program, it's a global variable. But inside your declarations, you can't access from the other programs. But I need the common variables for both programs, sir. You can define in external scope. Define in separate JavaScript and link up to all HTML programs and access that one. And let preferable areas what, sir, into generally global, block level and block level preferable, this one. And second one is the function level, that is called as local. Remember the last point, just a suggestion, not compulsory. I want to use the where in local variables, sir. Your choice, sir. Where we can use it even in the local declarations also, but not good coding. So combinations important, the combinations I mentioned here. So these are the places to suggest, and these are the differences between the where and let. The same points as it is you can apply to constant also. Same thing apply to constant also. So what is redefinition, sir, and what is hoisting, sir? That I'm demonstrating in this program. So what is redefinition and what is hoisting? So demo on where versus let. Where n equals to 100. Where n equals to 100. So what is this, sir? Variable definition. Variable definition. Why it is called definition, sir? First time I'm defining this variable. I'm defining or I'm declaring this n variable very first time. So I use it just a definition. The same thing if I did the second time, sir, then it becomes as a redefinition. Boys, what is the data type of n? Huh? Number. Okay. Girls, is it primitive or non-primitive? This n now belongs to primitive or non-primitive? Huh? Where keyword is there, kada? Where is there? It's a non-primitive, kada? So your variable declaration statement, if you have the where, it is called as non-primitive. See that nobody is objecting, all are thinking. Huh? If you know that one, you have to strongly object that one. No, sir, this is right, sir. Huh? Thinking, starting thinking, maybe it's a right. Huh? Primitive or non-primitive? Sure, huh? So now I'm printing the value of n here with the line break. So up to this, there is no special in the program, normal program, and this is the output. Next, where followed by n equals to RAM or ECMA. So this is called as redefinition. How it is redefinition, sir? I have already n variable. I have already n variable. But the same n variable, one more time I'm going to declaring here. So second time declaration or second time definition with the same name. Then this is called as the redefinition. Valid, sir. In where keyword it is valid, but let keyword, constant keyword, it's error. So try to use the same place let n. What happened? Which error? Go and check this console. Read the error message. Identifier n has already been declared. Means you already declared this variable. Now, how many times you are declaring? And generally a question raised. Yes, correct. We already defined. It's second time. Now, while comes to where, sir, there is no problem. And where did that one? It's not a mistake. But let is perform the same task. It's a mistake. How, sir, one keyword is mistake, one keyword is not mistake, sir? As per internal guidelines. But both are doing the same concept. Then why two keywords? Where you let both are doing the same operations, two concepts, why one is enough? If conditional switch case, both are doing the same thing, sir. Why two topics you have to learn? No need to learn. One topic is enough. So one supported, one not supported. That is the difference. Who needs this feature? Those use the where. Who doesn't need the redefinition feature? Those candidates use the let. Simple thing. What is your requirement? First imagine yourself and then choose the declaration where keyword. For future purpose, we need error message also. So I'm writing here. I did the same thing here. Put in error and opposite right. Syntax error. Next. But now while step number 7, while declaring means while execution of step number 7, what is the data type of n, girls? What is the data type of n in step number 7? String. Step number 4, number. So it is also one type of reusability. It is also one type of reusability. First I defined n as a number. I utilized purpose completed, sir. I reconstructed that variable this time with the string data type. One type of reusability process. Next, one more time, last time, n equals to true. Now n is Boolean variable. No errors, and we have the output also here. But now total, how many variables are there in program? Huh? 3 variables. Sure, huh? One. One nama. Variable. Variable one no. 3. How 3 are? Where? Where Same? You have total one variable in program. The same variable, after some time I use it for another purpose. After some time I use it for the another purpose. But 3 variables at a time declaring in program. No, when you are defining this one, a previous one destroyed. When you are defining this one, the previous one is going to destroy. And we have only one variable, not 3 variables. But 3 variables available also at a time, it's not visible in the memory block. When you go and check any time memory block, we'll see only one variable only. On which basis you said 3? The 3 times declared at the 3 variables, huh? If you declare the 3 times, 3 variables, huh? 3 1, huh? 0 కదా. Now how many variables? Now how many variables? Huh? Now 3. Somebody boys 3 and. But what is the benefit? Here with single variable we completed our task. If redeclaration facility not available, sir, these 3 values handling, you have to define the 3 separate variables. And when you go and check the memory block anytime, any minute, how many memory blocks you can found? 3 memory blocks are available. Any starting of the program to end of the program, any minute you can go and check the memory. 3 it is visible to you. But now one only visible. 3 visible when, sir? Like this. If you write the code like this. N, X and Y. 3. But now it is only 1. So little bit of memory efficiency. So it is also redefinition of the variable. This is one major difference between the let and where, sir, which is supported, which is not supported. Next one, hoisting. So what is the hoisting, sir? Most of the programming, the general programming concept, first we have to define the variable and then we can use the variable. First we have to declare the variable, and after that we have to use the variable. It is general procedure. But in hoisting, what happens, sir? First we can use the variable and then declare the variable. Utilization first, declaration is the next. Supported as sir, where supported, let not supported, constant also not supported. Only where keyword, this special feature is supported. So first choose the variable, store the data, and utilize in your programming. After completion of your uses, at last declare that one. And after completion of your total utilization, you are declaring the variable. Yes, it is possible only with the where. Let not supported, constant also not supported. Suppose I am taking some x here, 100. What is this step? Declaration, assigning, initialization. Huh? Assigning. Or where is declaration? Where am I? It's n variable. It's not x. I'm not defined the x. But where we are defining, sir? End of the program. First I'm using, then I'm going to declaring. I'm using, see that one, I'm printing that x variable. So print x value. And if you are interested, do some small calculations also on that one. No objections. We are performing some calculations also. Later we are going to writing like this. So what is this line? This one. And these three lines are called as? These three lines are called as? This is assigning, sir. These three lines are called hosting. Your Java.NET Python students. In utilization, using the variable. I'm using variable in three statements. Which variables are into x variable? First I store the data, then I'm printing the value, and I'm doing the multiplication. So what is these all, sir? Utilization of the x variable, usage of the x variable. After completion of my usage, then I declare the variable. This process is called as the hoisting. But these three lines is not hoisting. These three lines are called as utilizing the x, using the x. Daily we are writing programming. But where is the hoisting, sir? Line number 17 is the hoisting. So x variable is hoisted. X variable is hoisted. But you said hoisting, sir. Total concept hoisting explanation, but here pronunciation is this one, hoisted. This variable is hoisted. So check it now. X value 100 and even multiplication is 4500. Any error is there, sir? No error is there. Same place, use the let, we'll see what happens. Error, but not syntax error, because some output available, some output is missing. So other than syntax error. So what is that? Check in the console. Reference error. What is the problem, sir? Problem is cannot access the x before initialization. Before initializing the x variable, before declaring the x variable, you should not use. But this system said only initialization, sir. Sir, the connectivity you can see, initialization. I want to initialize, first I have to declare. Without declaration, initialization is not possible. Indirectly, they said the message. You are not declared, you are not initialized. So I didn't allow this one. But what we are feeling, sir, I already declared, sir. Where you declared? After. But this keyword, that much of capacity not available. This keyword, that much of features not supported. But this one is supported. So as per programming languages, declaration first compulsory, initialize the value and then use the value. But based on hoisting concept, what we'll get, sir, into some flexibility comes. First we can use the variable, later you can declare the variable. This is your Java na? JavaScript, this one supported, even this one also supported. Flexibility for programmers' convenience. And what is the pronunciation of these ones, sir? This is normal. This is normal, nothing special. And this is the hoisting. How many variables I can do like this, sir? Your interest, sir, the whole program. General programming low, top of the program, we have all declaration steps, right? In C na, Java na, Java, .NET, first you are declaring all the variables, so 5 or 10. Then you are starting the steps. But as per this feature, these all declarations you can shift it to bottom of the program. No objections. That will manage it. So this one plays in error. What is the error, sir? A reference error. So here X is hoisted, but here X is not hoisted. And without hoisting, it's showing the error. The error name is called as a reference error. I want to do one more variable like this, sir. No problem. Y equals to some RAM. Y equals to RAM. So print the Y value first. And then declare the Y. So this Y is also hoisted. Y is also hoisted. So hoisting performs at the line number 17 and the line number 21. Remaining lines it's not hoisting, sir. It is general programming only. Only 2 lines only hoisting. But now exact meaning of hoisting I'm explaining. Programmatically explained what happens in background, why this much of variety pronunciation hoisted, sir. It's the first time in our life we never used this word. Yes, sir. Hoisting is a very, very meaningful pronunciation. As per English language and generally, these all are your steps. This is program starting and this is the program ending. And here I have some variable declarations, color changing. So red color lines all are my coding and blue color is the declaration steps, which is declared by the where keyword only. This is starting of the program and this is the ending of the program. So when you start the execution of the program, translation is going on first. Translation after execution. Whenever the translation is called as parsing. Remember, last Sunday exactly same we are discussing. High level code converting into mission understandable code, the process is called as the parsing. During the parsing time, what happens, sir? If bottom declared variables available, these all are shifting to top of the program like this. That is called as hoisting. Hoisting and moving from bottom to top. English meaning. Hoisting is nothing but an moving from bottom to top. Which top, sir? Depends upon the situation. If you are in the function inside, sir, it is moving to the top of the function. If you are in the script tag inside, sir, it is moving to the top of the script tag. If you are in the external JavaScript, sir, it is moving to the top of the program. Situation important. Maybe the hoisting happens in the script tag. Maybe the hoisting happens inside the function, or maybe hoisting happens inside the external JavaScript program. So a surroundings observe where the code is developed, place observe. As per the place, it is moving to the top of a corresponding block. It is a script block, top of the block. It is a function block, top of the function block. So moving these declaration statements from here to here, that is called as hoisting. I said that X variable hoisted means X variable shifting to top of the program. Even Y variable also shifting to top of the program. But after translation, what happens, sir? Just for your idea purpose, this step adding here. After translation, a bottom step is comes to top of the program. So variables are hoisted. That is the meaning. But the hoisting facility who provided, sir, into only var keyword. Let not supported, even constant also not supported. That is, sir, hoisting meaning. The bottom level declarations all are shifting to the top of the corresponding block. A shifting process is called as the hoisting. Who supports the hoisting? Var. Let constant, both not supported. Next, hoisting, one more I am going to showing here. So document dot write followed by print z. Print z. Var followed by z equals to 101. Now first I'm using the variable, then I'm declaring and initializing. It's not supported. Not allowed this one. But you are using var keyword only, sir. Sir, var keyword only I used. But hoistings related to variable declarations only, not for initializations. Value assignings, value initializations are not hosted. Not hosted. Only declarations only hosted. What I'm saying, and suppose if I write like this, would this step also changing? This step also moving to top of the program? No, because it is not declaration, it's a step. System should not change the steps order. System, they can change the declarations orders, because declarations not impacted to program execution. But this is my logic. System changing this logic to top, total program execution order is going to changing. So initialization is the statement. It's not declaration. Generally, program contains two parts, declaration part and statements part. We are talking about the statements now. And this is, sir, a declaration. Declaration, if you write anywhere, it's not impacted to program. But value assigning position changes, sir, impacted to program compulsory. So initialization not supported hoisting. It is also error only, even if you use the var keyword. What is the value? Undefined. Not allowed. So initialization is not hoisted. Only declaration is hoisted. Only declaration is hoisted, initialization not hoisted. So comparisons also over, sir. Now three keywords we know very well with the differences also. But finally suggestion this one. I have three keywords. Which keyword when we have to use, sir? If you want to define the non-changeable variables, the fixed variables, non-changeable variables, you have only option constant. There is no doubt, there is no confusion in that one. So constant always useful for declaring of the fixed variables, non-changeable variables. There is no second thought in that one. And now you'll get the doubts. Sir, where let us, sir? Because both allows the declaration, both allows the initialization, both allows the modifications. Where let us, sir? Which one? Where let? Huh? Why not let? Why not let? Why where only? Hoisting is always you need hoisting. No, how where? Huh? Modifications. Let not supported modifications. Supported ga sir? Not supporting redefinition. You need always variable redefinition. You need always a variable redefinition. Bola. Then why where only? So what you have to choose, sir? Situations wise. Not always let, not always where. Situational demand. So if you want to utilize the redefinition and hoisting, go for where. At the same time, if you want to declare the global variables or external scope, go for the where. Remaining all cases, go for the let. I want to utilize the hoisting, sir. Where compulsory? I don't want any hoisting, sir. It's not necessary for my program. Then why where? Let is enough for us. So redefinition if you want to utilize the feature. Hoisting if you want to utilize the feature. External variables are global declarations if you are interested. What is your first choice? Where? I don't want any redefinition, sir. I don't want any hoisting, sir. What is my choice? Let. Hoisting redefinition, we don't need every day, every example. Sometimes it is useful for us. Everyday redefinition, why? All variables you are redefining. All variables, if you redefine it, how you are solving problems here? Because redefinition procedure, if you follow, how many variables you can manage? But I need A value, B value, two values. A plus B whole square, I want to find out. Redefinition, I want to find the A plus B whole square. Redefinition. Redefinition, if you follow, you have only one value. How can? I want to find the total marks of the student. Redefinition. If you declare the subject's redefinition, whenever the second subject is comes, first subject gone. So it is helpful for your program, then define it. Otherwise, don't touch that one. So this is the classification and the suggestions of the three fixed variables, constant. I want to utilize the special features where I need just a normal variable, sir. Huh? I don't want any special features. I don't want any extra features. Just I want to work with normal variables. What is the option? Let. So my personal suggestion, sir, maximum try to use the let only. Except up 2 points, redefinition, hoisting. Other than the two situations, remaining all cases, try to prefer the let. The constant declarations, no doubt at all, blindly go for constant. So clarification also over and the places suggestions also over. So variables related. Why we hoisted variable? Why we not hoisted variable? Okay, why I explain? Why not explain yourself? Why we should not do hoisted? If you say the reason, then why I say the reason? As per your answer. You don't know now. Then what I explained, follow that one. I clearly mentioned while explanation of this hoisted, programmer flexibility and 3 times I used the word sir. Not listening. While explaining of this hoisting, I clearly used the pronunciation programmer flexibility. And are you listening or not? And I did the comparison with your Java and my JavaScript also with like this. The programmer flexibility not available, here programmer flexibility available. Bolo ji, Uma, Mari, how you got this doubt? Why sir? Variables related, data types related, internal information, external information, backgrounds, secrets, all completed, sir. Actually, 3 days I explained this topic. 3 days I'm not worked on variables. First day, first 40 minutes, your variables topic completed. Remaining 2.5 sessions, I explained the additional features of the JavaScript. Original variables topic, first day, first 40 minutes, I completed. Katham, nothing is there to discuss. So yesterday, today, and previous day, what I explained all the things are into JavaScript. Additionally, what it is providing: loosely typing, dynamically declared, hoisting, redefinition. So these type of points I covered. And these are the 4 interview questions also, sir. Means your FAQs. What is loosely typed? What is dynamically typed? What is redefinition of the variable? And what is the hoisting? These all 4 FAQs. All 4 FAQs. Today I said, 3 days after I am asking, you are saying nothing is there in my notebook, sir. And as usual answer. Hmm? Generally. Hmm? What is the 4 questions? So what is loosely typed? What is dynamically declared? What is redefinition? And what is the hoisting? So 4 points, 4 questions and answers, not points. Subject wise, these are the features, but interviews wise, these are the FAQs. What is loosely typed? Answer. What is that loosely typed? What is meaning of loosely typed? What is loosely typed? Within this gap you referred in book. What is dynamically typed? What is dynamically typed? Dynamically declared meaning. What is meaning of dynamically declared? Then why here? Theory completed, program completed. We can use variables without declarations. That is called as dynamically declared. Now, who declares that variable? Huh? Gray shirt. Who declares the variable? 10 questions if I asked, one question also answer, not answering. Head అయితే always shaking like this. Huh? But mouth, huh? क्यों sir? क्यों? If you try to answer, if you try to express anything, then you'll get some more. If you're sitting silently like this, sir. Bookum, you can ask your friend what is dynamic declared, and I want to hear your voice. ఆలోచిస్తున్నారా? So you are forgetting confirm moment. Better write all the 4 points in one place, add the box. I have a lot of confidence on you. Hmm? So first one, loosely typed, means a variable which allows to store any type of value. It is called as loosely typed. Dynamically declared, without declaring the variables, we can use directly in the JavaScript. And who declares that one, sir? Or JavaScript parser will declare that one. Dynamically declared. Next one, today's explanations. Redefinition and hoisting. Redefinition means what, sir? As the same variable defining the again and again. Same variable defining again and again. It's called as redefinition, supported by the var. And hoisting means what, sir? First we are using the variable and later we are going to declaring the variable. So first utilization, next declarations, sir. And the previous programming rules and regulations, what, sir? You must declare first, then only use that one. Restricting the programmer. But this is giving the flexibility to programmer. Interested, declare it and use it. Otherwise, use it and declare it. No problem. But if you go for hotels, small hotels, tiffin stalls, first we have to take the token and then take the food. Some of the hotels, token first, food next. Some of the hotels, food first, token next. Why, sir? All hotels follow the token system only. Somebody asked the question, why? Same question I am also asking. Why all hotels first token compulsory, then only food? 100% hotels follow the same rule. Then why some hotels first food providing, then giving the bill? Any special features, huh? No, then why? What is the use? Customer flexibility and this. All are not interested to take the token first. Customer flexibility. Okay, first if you pay the money and take the token, you'll get a very better quality food. High quality food is comes. No, Gada. If you follow any of the procedure, food is same. Hotel and worst. Quality food what? Restaurants means old food. Then that quality is possible. So first token, then food. Or first food, then token. What is difference? Both same. Then why some hotels like this, some hotels like this? Why? It's not subject to general knowledge question. Huh? As per the management comfortability, as per the customer's comfortability, as per their convenience. So for every time, why not correct, sir? And moving to the next one, sir. Variables information completely over, sir. In and external, everything. And I'm moving to the next topic. JavaScript dialog boxes. Dialogues. We have 3 dialogues. The dialogues I'm going to introducing here. Dialogues. What is dialogue, sir? First of all, a small window, small size window that is called as the dialogue. See this one. This type of small boxes are called as the dialogues. This type of small boxes are called as dialogues. How many dialogues we have, sir? Three dialogues. In that one dialogue, we know already. They're not explained, but couple of times I used it. What is that one, sir? Alert. Remember? And now we are getting the full information about that one. And next, the second dialogue, sir, confirm. And third dialogue, prompt. These are the three types of dialogues. All are three boxes, white color boxes. All are white color boxes. So here one small size box is going to creating with white color. Alert, confirm, prompt. All three small boxes. But purpose is different. One box to another box, purpose is different. Then how to create these dialog boxes, sir? We have some predefined functions by using that functions. First purpose, then what is the syntax? What is the purpose of alert box, sir? What is the purpose of alert box? If you need clarity, add the box also, no problem. Alert box use it to display some message to users. Display some message to users. Alert box use it to display some message to users. And syntax is this one. Alert followed by which message you want to display to user, write the message here. Any message. Hi, hello, welcome, invalid username, or log out something message, anything. Only messages allows her. If you are interested, you can do calculations also. Additions or subtractions, a calculation results also it is ready to display. On languages like printing statements inside a plus b, a minus b, you are writing some formulas here. Other formulas also you can write inside alert. It's first running the formula and displaying the result or answer as a output. So this is alert function calling style. Now I'll show the original syntax. This is actual syntax. Window dot. But as per our recent explanations, I hope you remember that window is not compulsory to write. Remember last week we discussed it. Window is optional or window is implicit. Original syntax window dot alert. Original syntax. But as per the window object specializations, we can directly call the alert. No problem. Next is the second box, confirm box. What is the purpose of this dialog, sir? Confirm dialog used to take the confirmation from user. To take the confirmation from user. So what is this confirmation, sir? Nothing else, sir. User trying to do some work, something operation they are performing in your website or in your page. You got the doubt. They want to do the work or accidentally they pressed that one. By mistake they selected or really they selected. I have doubt a value. Then what to do as a developer? I have to take the confirmation from user. So really you want to do this operation or not? Or really you want to perform this operation or not. Cross checking is called as the confirmation. I got not today confirmation very clearly. Nobody writing the notes as properly. 80% not following the properly notebooks. That is the thing. ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు మనోడు ధ్యానం చేస్తున్నాడు యోగానా రామ్దేవ్ బాబా మళ్ళీ సో కన్ఫర్మేషన్స్ విల్ గెట్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ లైక్ దట్ అనమాట. ఫుల్ క్లారిటీ టుడే. ఆల్ ఆర్ సూపర్ యాక్టర్స్. కమల్ హాసన్ యూనివర్సల్ ఏమంటారు వాటిని, ఆస్కార్ అవార్డ్స్ కదా, ఆస్కార్ అవార్డ్స్ లెవెల్ యాక్షన్స్ అనుకుంటా. బట్ వెన్ ఐఎమ్ సీయింగ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ టైము ఎవ్రీబడి బిజీ లైక్ దిస్. Today I asked one point, 80% of candidates it's not available point. I think pen problem anukunta maybe. Pen problem. Mobiles, you lot of cases you faced this one in mobiles. Suppose you open some app, by mistake you pressed the back button, but the app back button not supported. Some apps back button supported, some apps back button not supported. Back button what, sir? Exit the app. Back button if you press it, that is called as app exit. So you accidentally press it back button or intentionally press it back button. How I know that one? Then only most of the apps, when you press the back button, one small box is comes up. What we have in that box? Do you want to exit or not? Do you want to log out or not? A small confirmation message comes. That is this one, confirmation. And now the syntax is this one. Window dot confirm. Window not compulsory, sir, once again. And write your message. Which confirmation you need from the user, ask that confirmation. But user, how they are confirming, sir? Box inside we have two buttons, OK and cancel buttons. That is nothing but an yes and no buttons. OK means yes, cancel means no. So which button user selected, as per the button next logic we have to run. They selected OK, sir, we should close the app. Closing logic required. They selected the no, sir. Without doing any operation, we should stay on the same screen. Furtherly, you can develop that one by using decision makings. But just a confirmation how to take surrender like this. Next, the third box, prompt. Third box is prompt. What is this purpose, sir? Prompt user to take input values from user. Input values from the user, or you can just write input. Prompt user to take the input from users. So what is this input, sir? The user values, runtime values. In HTML, by using input tag, we are taking data from user. Input tag. And JavaScript, if you want to take the input data, use the prompt. This is equivalent to scanf function in other languages, sir. Scanning function. Now the syntax is window dot prompt followed by ask the user which data you need. Enter X value, enter Y value, enter username, enter age, enter phone number. Like that you can take any data, no problem. But one prompt can take only one value. One prompt can take only one value. I want to accept the 2-3 values, sir. Use the repeatedly prompt. Prompt X value. Again one more prompt to enter Y value. One more prompt to again enter Z value. How many inputs you need? That number of times it will repeat this function. These are the 3 dialects for 3 purposes. Alert dialog or box, confirm dialog or box, prompt dialog or box. What is this, sir? This is alert function. because brackets available with them. Remember? And confirm is also function. Prompt is also function. But now see the rhythm. Alert function used to create the alert dialog. Alert dialog used to display the message to user. Alert function used to create alert dialog box. What is the use of alert dialog box? To take the to display the message to users. One dialog, one function, one purpose. 3 points available. Next, similarly, confirm function used to create the confirm dialog. What is the use of confirm dialog, sir? Cross-checking with the user activities. Next, prompt function. Prompt function used to create the prompt dialog. Prompt dialog purpose what, sir? To take the input from the users. One function, one dialog, one purpose. Total 3 points. And all these functions are coming from the window object. Once again, I am saying it's not compulsory to write the window. Last week somewhere I explained this one. Now also once again I'm saying. You can just call the functions directly. Window is not compulsory. One more small note point, sir. Last 4-5 examples onwards. Every printing statement inside, I'm using one HTML tag. Line break operations. Every printing statement. Ending, I'm using the HTML tag. Like that, HTML tags don't use in these dialog boxes. It's not supported. 3 dialog boxes not supports the HTML tags. No HTML activities. What is the point? Huh? HTML. What is point? Point. HTML not supported by these 3 dialog boxes. So by chance, if I use the HTML tag end of this one, like as my write method, what happens, sir? Nothing happens, sir. Your tag name, huh? Not understanding. As easily printing here. What is that meaning? As it is the real life meaning. నేను కూడా యోగా చేసుకోవాలి. What is that meaning here? As it is, take this one and place here. How many times we use this one in real life? So many cases, a signaling system. So what we have here, take this one and place as it is on the another place. By chance, if you use any tags inside these 3 dialogues, your tag as it is printing into output. If you write the angle bracket H1, sir, output also H1A printing. H1 tag output not counts. H1 tag name printing. So don't use any tags in these dialog boxes. Now see the implementation. So let confirm prompt. So the very first one, window dot alert. The very first one, window dot alert. What are the messages you want to display? Write that message. Any message, your choice. So just for idea purpose, I'm writing hello world. Now run the program. We'll get the small box here. This white color box is your alert, and inside that we have your own message, this one. Okay. This is alert, displaying the message to user. Can you do the calculations in that the box, sir? I already said you can do any type of calculations. Just I'm doing a small addition here. See that one. So 10 plus 22 plus 56, small addition. First it performs the addition operation and the result displaying inside the box. Hello? Okay. 88. Answer done. Next one. You can observe here the pointer. First one with window, second one without a window. That is what I said 3-4 times. Window is optional, window is optional. Next, what? It's not supported, sir. Tags. Suppose H1 tag, high H1 tag. What is our expectation, sir? High message displaying in big size. But no, sir, H1 tag name printing as easily in the output. No big size, no colors, no etc. Even CSS also not allowed. HTML not allowed in the sense how CSS allows. So don't use this. There is no error, sir. System point of view, it is also string. But your feeling H1 is the tag, but alert point of view, H1 is also a small string. The string message displaying as easily on the screen. Next, second one, confirmation. Second one, confirmation. So window dot confirm. Window dot confirm. And inside that, what is the confirmation you need from user? Ask that question. Which confirmation you need from user? Ask that question here. Just I'm asking a small message, sir. Do you want to log out? So this is the question. Do you want to log out? Maybe you clicked on logout button. So program asking the confirmation. Really you want to log out? Really you want to log out? First see the code. A small box is comes, one more dialog box with your question and two options. OK and cancel. OK means yes, cancel means no, indirect meaning. Which button you selected and which button user selected. Based on that button, we have to run the further logic with the decision making. They clicked on OK button, run one type of logic. They clicked the cancel button, run another type of logic. So you need decision making also there. And if condition is also required. But I think you are expecting maybe when I click on this one directly, it's going to log off, sir. First you are login, then without login, log out, how it is possible? Not possible. Just a question pattern I am showing under because my program not log out, my program not going to closing it. If you want to perform like that, you need further coding also, next level coding also. Just a outline I am showing. Outline in the sense template. Let x equals to. What is this, sir? Suppose next if I want to run the logic, any logic, first I should know which button user selected or not. I have to know which button user selected or not. Huh? Huh? మీరు ఆగండి. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh? 1, 2, 3. What is for what is re so which button user selected or which button user they clicked a button value I have to know first, because without knowing which button they selected, next logic running is not possible. So then only I'm collecting the button value into one variable like this. But what is the value of x, sir? Either OK button value or cancel button. There are two buttons available. Which button you clicked, the button value storing into x. So what is that value, sir? True and false. OK button returns the true value always. Cancel button returns the false value always. Just for confirmation, I'm printing. Really true false is coming and at a clarity. Select the OK button. It stores into X variable true. The true I'm printing on screen. Select the cancel button. False. So how many times you click on OK? That number of times true. How many times you click on the cancel? That number of times it is false. Next, generally developer, what they are doing next, sir? They're writing a small if condition here. Outline I am showing. If x equals to true. Now, I'm not writing program, just outline I'm showing. So checking the value of x, if it is true, true means what? Okay. True means okay. False means cancel. But then you have to run here. What is that logout code? Run the logout logic. Else, sir, stay back. It is sentence, not logic. In sentence place, you should write the original logic. I just demonstrated the further activity. So user giving confirmation. I'm cross-checking that confirmation and running the corresponding logic. Further developmentation available like this. The logout, close, something. Some of the apps log out. Some of the apps say they exit. When you click the back button, they are asking, do you want to exit this app? Okay, app is going to closing. But what they are doing, sir, here they are running the app closing logic. If you select the no, sir, app is still opens and they're running the same operations. So this is confirmation. Next, the third one, prompt. So taking input from the user. And now I'm asking here, enter name. I'm asking user, enter your name. That name I want to store into one variable, sir. So that is n. Is it necessary? Yes, sir. If you are not used any variable, user giving the data, but it's not stored anywhere. So compulsory function before you have to use one variable equals to. What are the name typed by user? The name is storing into n. By chance user not typed any name, sir, then also we'll get some value. So this is prompt box. For data typing, you have one text box. See that one. Right? Input. Right? So type the name Ram and OK. Now the value of n is Ram. Really, yes, sir. Operation theater is there, na? Go and check the operation theater. Yesterday I said, what is the value of n? RAM. Next, refresh. Without typing any name, without typing any data, directly OK. So what is the value of n, sir? Empty. Empty, empty. Null, no. Empty. Null different, empty different. Both are not same. Java students, somebody they are feeling both are same. Wrong. Both not same. Empty meaning different, null meaning different. You want to see null? I'll show it. Refresh. Click the directly cancel. And now see the value of n? Null. Null different, blank different. Lot of people are confusion and both are treating as a same. Especially Java candidates. I know. But how many values are possible in n variable? 3 values. One given name, otherwise blank, otherwise null. So null when it will come, sir, cancel button. If you press the cancel button, always it returns the null. Even if I typed the data, sir, suppose Shiva typed, data typed, but what you are doing? Cancel. Settings applying, sir? Not applying. So we'll get back to null. So cancel button always null. OK button may be given value. If you are not given any value, empty. So either given name or empty or null. These are the 3 possible values. Next, one more prompt, sir. A equals to prompt followed by enter age, comma 1. One more prompt, user name completed, now user age. One more prompt. So what is this one, sir? Default value. One is default value. Default value. If you are not given any value, system takes that one. That is called as default. But in first scenario, if I'm not given the name, what it takes? First already name executed together. When I'm not typing the name, what it is storing in n? Empty. That empty places second option 1 storing. Default value setting as a 1. 1A why, sir? No reason. No reason. You can take your own number. No problem. Casually, I'm using the 1. And why 1 only, sir? And I don't have answer. Because the default value, you can set anywhere. But in integer variable programming language is 0, default value. Can you answer why 0 only? And anybody? Java genius, Python genius, anybody? Why 0 only? And we know it is default value. Why 0 only? And you can always why we should not use. What is the use that we have to use? Purpose, we have to focus. Advantage, we have to focus. Why, not why. Finally, our but everywhere why is not correct, sir. But always what is the purpose, sir? That is correct. What is the benefit of this one, sir? That is correct. Why this one, sir? But how many you can answer? Why 0 only? And Java geniuses, huh? No, kada? So see the second box. Wait, this one will put into just a minute. And already box inside what we have, sir? One value. That is default value. If you are interested, continue that one. Now the value of age is 1. I want to type my own age, sir. 56. 56. Not my age, programmer. But already started 6. So 56. So if you type the data, your data only it will takes. If you are not typing any data, directly click the OK. By default, it takes the 1. Now, both I am going to executing once at a time. See that one. And I'm printing the data with a small sentence formation. First, print the name of the user, a small space, age of the user, a small space, years older, years older. The two values I'm just printing as a small sentence formatted. Ramarao, 10 years older. Small sentence formation. Now see the final output. So suppose Ram, enter. I'm not typing anything. Okay. Then what is the answer? First value I only given, but age I am not given. So system takes the default to 1. Refresh. Boys, first one cancel. Second one also cancel. What is the output? Huh? First one cancel, second one also cancel. What is answer? It's pronounced full sentence. Huh? Nallu 1 year older. Nallu years older. అన్ని నల్లులే మనుషుల్లో ఉండేవి నల్లులు పుడతా ఉంటాయి బ్లడ్. So null years older because cancel always returns null. Null year older. But based on the buttons what you are operating, output formation is going to changing it. So I'm not giving any data. No data, directly 1. Again directly OK. And see the answer. Before that empty is there, but empty is not visible. So remaining part to 1 year older. And see the final test of this program, sir. All boxes will run at a time. Step by step I explained. Now total program running at once. So first elect, second elect, third elect not comes because I putting in comments. Then directly confirmation, cancel, false comes. And enter the name Shiva. 56 kadamma 44. Nearest to half century. Half century కాదు, nearest to half century. 6 years ఉంది ఇంకా. In that 6 years you are also becoming his uncle also. Remember that one. No na. But you are student కాబట్టి యంగ్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. Once if you come into working environment sir, automatically all changing. Work pressure, burden, timings, tensions. Oh no. So this is the another small topic, dialog boxes. So conclusion, alert for the output operations like as printing functions, JavaScript. Prompt for the scanning functions like as input operations, and confirm for the cross-checking operations. So remaining tomorrow we'll see. Thank you all. Any questions, online candidates? రేపటి నుంచి ఉంటుంది. ఏం చేద్దాం మరి? మీకు జావా పైథాన్ ఏం ఐడియా లేదా? మరి ఇంకేమి? అసలు ఇంట్రడక్షన్ కూడా అటెండ్ అవ్వలేదా?
సరే ఇంక మరి మీరే డిసైడ్ చేసుకోండి మరి. 7:30 మార్నింగ్ 7:30 కొత్త ట్యాక్స్ ఉంది, మళ్ళీ సిఎస్ఎస్ ఒక 2 వారాలు, అండ్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ జావా స్క్రిప్ట్కి రావాలంటే మా 1 మంత్ మినిమం పడుతుంది. ఇదే ఓకే, ఎట్లా కొట్ట మరి మేనేజ్ చేసుకొని ఉన్నారుగా మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ బ్యాచ్ ఎవరో ఒకరిని అడిగి ఒకసారి నోట్స్ రిఫర్.
చెప్పేటప్పుడు చెప్తారా ఆ బ్యాచ్ కి వస్తాను.
ఆ బ్యాచ్ లో జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ రావాలంటే కనీసం నెల పడుతుంది.
If you want to log out and కన్ఫర్మేషన్ బాక్స్ ఇచ్చాము కదా సార్, కన్ఫర్మేషన్ డైలాగ్ అప్పుడు మనం క్యాన్సల్ నొక్కితే ఫాల్స్ అని వచ్చిన ఫాల్స్ డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ రాస్తాం. డిఫాల్ట్ ఫాల్స్ డిఫాల్ట్
ఆ బటన్స్ అన్ని మనం కాదు కదా క్రియేట్ చేసింది, ఆల్రెడీ క్రియేట్ చేసిన బటన్స్ కదా. ఆ క్రియేట్ చేసిన బటన్స్ కి డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూసే ఉంటుంది.
సేసెస్ కూడా మనం చేయలేం కదా సార్ డైలాగ్ బాక్సెస్.
అవును,
అది అదే డైలాగ్ బాక్స్ పాపప్ అవుతుంది కదా, దాన్ని చేంజ్ చేయడానికి కూడా అవుతుంది కదా.
అలా కావాలనుకుంటే మీ సొంతంగా మీరు క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవాల్సిందే, ఇంకా సిఎస్ఎస్ నాలెడ్జ్ వాడి ఉన్న బాక్స్ ని చేంజ్ చేయడానికి అయితే ఏమి ఉండదు అవి.
బాక్స్ చెప్తాను కదా సార్, టేబుల్ ఉన్నది కదా ఎవరు రాయలేదు అని చెప్పేసి.
ఇది కాదమ్మా, ఇది సింటాక్సెస్ కదా. ఇది కాదు. మీకు ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇది వేరియబుల్ థియరీ పార్ట్ కదా. థియరీ అయిన తర్వాత ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసి దాంట్లో 3 కీవర్డ్స్ వాడాను కదా, వాల్యూ, లెట్, కాన్స్టెంట్, 3 ఒకటే ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో వాడాను. ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అయిపోగానే మీకు ఒక స్క్రీన్ మీద ఒక డయాగ్రామ్ లాగా చూపించే కదా, టేబుల్ లాగా డ్రా చేసి ఎస్ నో ఎస్ నో ఎస్ నో అని.
సాటర్డే మేము వచ్చాం, సాటర్డే అయితే ఆప్షన్ సార్.
లేదమ్మా, మీకు క్లియర్ గా నేను పెయింట్ బ్రష్ లో నేను కూడా చెప్పలేదు, మిమ్మల్ని అడిగాను. మిమ్మల్ని అడిగితే మీరే ఆన్సర్ చేశారు. ఈ ఫీచర్ సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుందా లేదా, ఈ ఫీచర్ సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుందా లేదా, ఈ ఫీచర్ సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుందా లేదా అని మొత్తం 12 క్వశ్చన్లు అడిగాను. ఫస్ట్ 3 నేను చెప్పాను, మిగతా 9 మీరే చెప్పారు. నేను కూడా చెప్పలేదు, మీరే చెప్పారు ఎస్ నా సార్, నో సార్, ఎస్ సార్, నో సార్ అని. మీకు ఇలా డ్రా చేసి చూపించాను పెయింట్ బ్రష్ లో ఇలా. ఇక్కడ వారు, ఇక్కడ లెట్, ఇక్కడ కాన్స్టెంట్, ఇక్కడ వేరియబుల్ డిక్లరేషను, ఇక్కడ వాల్యూ అసైనింగ్, ఇక్కడ ఇనీషియలైజేషను, ఇక్కడ వెర్షను. ఎస్ నో, ఎస్ నో, ఇలా డ్రా చేసి చూపించండి.
సరే ఈ రోజు కూర్చున్నారు కదా, మేము గీసాం ముందు టైప్ అని చెప్పారు. ఒకసారి రేపు మార్క్స్ చూపిస్తారంటే అసలు 10% కూడా గుర్తు రావట్లేదు.
ఏ రోజు చెప్పానో చెప్తాను ఆగండి.
అంటే ఈరోజు కూర్చుండే కదా వాళ్ళు, మేము మా దగ్గర ఉంది అని చెప్పి చాలా.
ఏ టైం అడిగాం మనం అది. ఇలా స్క్రీన్ మీద ఒక టేబుల్ రాసి చూపించాను మీకు. అది ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చూపించండి, వేరియబుల్ ఫస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్, ఫస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, వేరియబుల్ డిక్లరేషన్స్ ఫస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్.
నేను
ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది అది ప్రోగ్రామ్. ఆ రోజే కదా మనం డిస్కస్ చేసింది, ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత చెప్పాను. ఇది ప్రోగ్రామ్ అమ్మా. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత స్క్రీన్ మీద ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను. అది వేరే ఏం సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, లెట్ ఏం సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, వేరే ఏం సపోర్ట్ చేయదు, లెట్ ఏం సపోర్ట్. ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో మనం రాసిన పాయింట్స్ నే ఇక్కడ మన ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో ఏమైతే చేసాం ఈ పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, వీటిని ఒక చిన్న రఫ్ గా టేబుల్ లాగా చేసి చూపించాను మీకు. అది
మాకు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాలి.